What's up, YouTube? This is Sean from Electrified Gaming, bringing you Super Metroid. And I am using the classic controller. Technically, you don't need it. You can use the GameCube controller if you want, but I will use the classic controller. It most represents a Super Nintendo controller. Alright, well that's my first file. I'll just delete it because I don't need it. I'm going to start the game over from the beginning. As far as in 3 minutes, I thought I could beat this in a shorter time than that. Huh. Whatever. Let's play. Alright. This is how I play. Y is shoot. I don't know why they defaulted to X. Nobody presses X to shoot. B is jump. It's like they're thinking the old school NES or Game Boy or something where A is jump. On a Super Nintendo controller, you need B to be jump. I always make dash A since Y is shoot. It works for me. Item select is select. Item cancel is X, works perfectly fine for me. I always have angle up to be L and angle down to be R. Special setting mode. Icon cancel, you do it manually. That's fine with me. Just press X. Moonwalk, I find useless. I used to play with that setting, but it's just really not necessary. It makes it so that if you're holding the fire button and you're just, shooting repeatedly by holding it, or charging your charge beam by holding it, you can walk backwards while doing so. But it's not necessary. It's better to be able to turn around while doing so you can shoot what's behind you.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which, after hatching, followed me like a confused child. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy producing qualities. Ceres. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack! Space Colony. Alright. Now, I'll tell you this. The first Metroid I ever played was actually Metroid 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy, released in 1991. I didn't play very much of it, never really got very far in it. I didn't own the game, that was why. The first Metroid game I ever owned is this one here, Super Metroid. I owned it on my old Super Nintendo I used to have. Amazing game. Easily the best Metroid game ever made, in my opinion. Or at least the best 2D side-scrolling one. There you are. Now those who follow Metroid should be familiar with this guy. I don't know, for some reason I find that really hard to avoid when he sweeps up after you. I mean, I'm sure there's many people who can easily avoid it, but for some reason I have difficulty with it. That dragon's name is Ridley, by the way, in case you haven't really followed Metroid that much, but I'm sure most people watching know who he is already. One of the main villains throughout the series. He's a recurring villain that appears in many Metroid games. I've played the original Metroid on the NES. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really enjoy the first Metroid on NES. It was hard to navigate. There was no map to tell you where to go. I mean, now there's the internet, so you can look up guides, but back then, that wasn't there. Planet Ceres, which actually is the same planet Samus goes to in the first Metroid and in Metroid Zero mission. Yeah. Wish I had my own personal spaceship. So we're in Crateria, which is basically just the top area of planet Ceres. It actually has been quite a while since I've played this game. Not too long, but I think it has been a while. It's been like 2 years. Or something. But I used to play this game all the time. Especially when I hadn't beaten the game yet, of course. After beating it, I didn't play it as much. But I still like to come back to it, as you can see while watching this video. Now we're heading into Brinstar. I think I call it Brinstar. I don't know if it's Brinstar or Brinstar. I call it Brinstar. Now, if you remember the original Metroid, this is the spot. This spot right here is where you start out in Metroid 1, the first one, except these pillars are platforms you can jump on top of them. So there are some similarities between this game and the original, but it's mostly different. The only similarities besides that are just like enemies and stuff like that. Alright. So I got the Morph Ball, one of her iconic devices. Missile, select missile, and press the Y button to fire. Missile ammunition is probably the most common item in the whole game. Probably the most common item in every Metroid game, actually. Or, not item, power-up. Or upgrade. I don't know what to call it. Yeah, and don't worry about those spotlights. Like, they just look at you. They don't harm you in any way. basically all that's happening is they're noticing, oh, Samus is here, and then, well, you'll see. So I upgrade my missile capacity to 10 instead of 5, which I currently have 5. Because whenever you upgrade your missile capacity, the total... And yeah, you saw those statues, they turned in to look at me. Your missile, it adds 5 missiles to the total you currently have. And then it adds 5 maximum capacity. Now I'm back in Crateria. And that's what the spotlights were for. It warned the space pirates that I am here. And now they want me dead. But that's kind of... I'm at a huge advantage because they die in one shot to my basic beam. They're not very strong. At least these ones aren't. There's upgraded pirates, there's stronger ones, more difficult ones later on. This is obviously just the start of the game. These are the first enemies you see, so you have to expect them to be very easy. Ouch. Okay, I did more damage than I thought it would, but okay. 15 damage, I guess. But anyways, got those big purple orbs restore 20 energy. There's small purple ones that are probably a little more common that restore only 5 energy. In later Metroid games, such as Metroid Prime, there are upgrades to the energy orbs. There's ones that restore 5, ones that restore an entire energy tank. This one just has the ones that restore 5 or the ones that restore... Wait, did I say 5? I meant to say ones that restore 50 or ones that restore an entire energy tank. Alright, and yeah, I can't go through there. I can't shoot those blocks either. I mean, I can, but it doesn't do anything. I require there to be upgraded before I can go through there. I think I remember what's in here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So map data access complete. So instead of only seeing the parts of the map that you have gone to, now the whole, or at least the majority of the Crateria map is revealed. There are some secret areas on every map that even the map data access does not reveal, but I have revealed just about almost everything. Like, for instance, that spot right there, right above Brinstar, it's not just an elevator going up to get you to a dead end. There is a reason for that to be there. You might be able to guess it probably connects to the land above it. And if you guess that, you are right. We'll find out about that later on, unless obviously you're already familiar with this game. Oh, since I'm paused, look at the map. Press R, you get to look at Samus' arsenal. Miscellaneous includes the morph ball as well as other things having to do with the morph ball and other things having to do with like just other important weapons. Boots, well, you'll see later, it affects your jumping. Beam is obviously the weapons, and suit is like her armor, her suit. It's upgrade versions of her suit, or her power suit. And supply on the left, that's gonna be vacant for a while. I'll tell you what it is later on. Now, wasn't I earlier trying to mention why I don't really like the original Metroid on NES? I love the Metroid series in itself. I even enjoyed Metroid 2 Return of Samus on Game Boy. That game actually was pretty fun for me. Although it was annoying at times, because there were times where I got lost and didn't know where I was going. But I will tell you this, in this day and age where there is internet, and I beat the game like 4 or 5 years ago or something, for the first time, Because I didn't own Metroid 2 Return of Samus until a lot later than I owned this game, actually. That I'm playing right here, that I originally had on the Super Nintendo a long time ago. But, anyways, in this day and age, despite there being internet, I got through all of Metroid 2 Return of Samus, beat it, without going on the internet for a walkthrough, despite getting lost a few times, having confusion of where I'm supposed to go. Okay. These guys will fall down when you get close enough to them, and they'll try to land on you, and then dig into the ground after they fall. You can avoid them, or you can shoot them before they have a chance to fall. And the reason why I'm not shooting those like weird brown alien things, none of my weapons are capable of killing that brown alien platform thing. And that's the purple energy thing that restores number 5. Restores 20. Okay. But yeah, those brown aliens, I can't kill them with any of the weapons I currently have. Okay, so bomb. Get into morph ball mode and set it with the Y button. And I can't seem to leave this room. It's kind of strange. What could be happening? Blow up. Oh, it's a boss. It's alive and very pissed off Chozo. Oh, I forgot you have to hit the chest. I am playing terrible. Okay. Lots of help. There we go. Even though he can't see, he still fights. When I first played this game, when I first saw that happen, saw the Chozo come to life out of that statue and try to kill me, I was like, whoa! Like, I don't get scared or frightened easily or anything, but I just was really surprised. So as for these brown aliens, none of my weapons can kill it. My beam doesn't kill it, my missiles don't kill it, and my bombs don't kill it. There's a weapon later in the game that can kill it. You also find later in the game there actually is a use for those floating alien platform things besides actually killing them. You see, if you run fast enough, you can completely avoid whatever those falling things are without getting hit. Alright, now there was this part that I was blocked off at earlier, so here we go. I got the Morph Ball Bomb. These blocks are specifically designed to only be blown up by a Morph Ball Bomb or a more powerful bomb. You can't shoot. And I've increased my missile capacity to 15. So yeah, pretty much every Metroid game I've played, I've liked. Except for the original. And I did enjoy Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. The problem I had with that game is that I kept getting stuck. I always got confused of where I was going in that game. Well, not always, but like as I got farther, I got really confused. I had no idea where I was supposed to be going, and I didn't bother to use the internet to look up guides and stuff. Because even when that came out, even before YouTube, and that actually came out before YouTube, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes on the GameCube. There were websites like GameFAQs and GameSpot and stuff like that I could have looked up read walkthroughs on, but I never did. Probably should actually do that someday, because I would actually be really stoked to actually beat Metroid Prime 2. The original Metroid Prime I've beaten multiple times. Okay, these blocks, I do need the bombs to break. I can't shoot with those. But Prime 2 I never beat. I have Prime 3 Corruption on my Nintendo Wii. I played it, it's fun, it's definitely better than Echoes. I kind of like the first Metroid Prime more, although the new things they added to Metroid Prime 3 were pretty freaking awesome. Like, actually being able to go to the planets for once. Like, you have a spaceship, why are you just limited to one planet? And let's see. Energy tank. This increases my maximum energy by 100. So I have that puts a block up there, which is an energy tank. If I go down to 0, it doesn't kill me. It makes me lose the energy tank, and then I have another 99 energy to go before death. Energy tanks are one of the best items. These guys are space pirates that do require missiles to be killed. You cannot shoot them. You cannot shoot them with your beam. You shoot them with your beam, you will not kill them. Although I think if their back is turned, you might be able to hit them. I never actually tried it, but I think that you can. Because whenever you shoot them in the front, they bring out their arms to block the shot. Now this thing is very significant. What does that look like up there? He looks familiar. We've seen him earlier in the game. That is Ridley, that dragon we've encountered on Space Station Ceres. All 4 of these jewels are part of important bosses that I have to defeat. The first one's the one on the left. I think his name is Kraid, I believe. And it won't be very long before you see him. He comes pretty early on in the game. Second one is this balloon thing in the middle. Third one is the little big bug thing on the right. And the last will actually be Ridley. You'll see them when I get to them. They all take a little while to get to, except for Kraid. He's not that far into the game. And when you do defeat a boss, you don't have to just go over there and open it up. You can open up multiple ones after defeating multiple of these bosses. Which is usually what I do. Metroid, the original, why I don't like it very much is because it is kind of hard to know where you're going. A lot of the rooms look exactly the same in that game, and there's no map system. If you pause the game, it doesn't reveal a map to you. So, I mean, I see it as unless you already have beaten the game a long time ago and know where you're going. In my opinion, it's a game where you kind of need the internet to know what to look up, or you just gotta dedicate yourself and play it a lot to know where you're going. I just don't like the first game because every room looks very, like, almost the same. It's just annoying. I just didn't enjoy the first game that much. But that's just me. I mean, most people love the first game. They call it a classic. I don't like it as much, but, it is playable. There's nothing wrong with the controls or anything, or the gameplay itself. It's just, I get lost in that game too easily and don't know where I'm going. And all the rooms look too identical for me to really distinguish one room from another. So it's a little annoying for me. Alright, map data access right from the get-go. So we're back in Brinstar, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. See, that pink part was the first part of Brinstar I was at. There weren't very many places to go because I had early in my arsenal. But now I'm in the grassy part of Brinstar, and there'll be plenty more to come. Brinstar is like the main central part of planet Zebes. It's very expansive. You go across a good, huge chunk of the planet on Brinstar, and Brinstar connects to almost everything. It connects to Crateria in 3 separate places. It connects to Meridia, and it also connects to Norfair. So it's really the central part and the biggest part. The primary location you're going to pass through throughout this game. And obviously on the far right, there's like that ugly face there. It's obviously the upcoming major boss. Hence why I said it doesn't take very long to get to Kraid. So, I know I haven't been uploading very many videos to this new channel at all. It's not that new anymore. I started in September of 2015 to upload Super Mario Maker videos. In the near future, I would really like to do some live streaming because I'm a responsible adult now. I have to, work, put some money on the table, get some food on the table and stuff. So I don't really have as much time to make videos as I used to. I'm trying to remember, is there actually a power-up, an upgrade I can get in here, or do I have to... I don't... Oh yeah, there is. Okay, yeah. Missile capacity upgrade. Okay. So I've upgraded my capacity to 20 now. And, anyways, I was trying to do some live streaming as trying to test it out on Electrified Gaming, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, I actually downloaded a program and try to set for live stream on YouTube with it and use this program that I downloaded. I told it to connect to both my webcam and my Dazzle to record the gameplay, webcam to record my face, so you can actually see me talking while playing and see reactions and whatnot. And unfortunately, alright, so that's a missile reload. Missile reload complete. So, while you do have to go through some enemies to get to it, it's not very many, and it's cool. It's fun. If you don't feel like having to go through these guys to get to a missile reload thing, you can go back up to the top right room, and use that pipe that launches those little red guys with a horn on them and kill them, and you'll restore your own stuff that way too. Now, I believe I can't go down there now. As you can see, it requires a more powerful weapon. We'll see what it is later in the game. It's the most powerful weapon in the whole game. I'll tell you that. It is. It is, but you'll see it, like I said, later. Alright. Those are improved versions of those green guys we saw in Crateria. I can't kill those gray versions with my beam. I have to hit them with a more powerful weapon. I don't remember if there's any upgrades I can get down here. I don't believe there are. Alright, that requires a more powerful weapon. The same weapon you saw the blocks earlier. Oh yes, there's a missile capacity upgrade. Although I probably could have just gone here later tonight. But whatever, I just wanted to get it over with. And down here is a very important iconic weapon. A charge beam. And in this game, just like in Super Smash Bros., the charge beam is powerful. Although it's not as great of a charge beam as it is in Smash Bros. It's way better than Smash Bros. Look how big the beam is. It's not very big. it's just really just an improved version of the theme I have. It's not just some giant theme that takes up a lot more room. Alright, I'll do the jump. Although, good thing is, you get that move when you do your forward jumping somersault. You actually enhance your body to be a weapon using the charge beam as its source. It's pretty cool. Anyways, about my live streaming, I would like to do that. I really would, because it wouldn't be as time consuming. Because when I do my, on my old channel, Sly 88 Fry, which I started in 2008, and kind of have left mostly alone except to like watch videos and comment and stuff. But anyways, that channel used to get a lot more views even when I wasn't uploading videos as much, just because the algorithms, it would just work for me back then. Nowadays, you have to upload videos all the time to actually get people to still watch. But see, I had more time to do that back then, because I was still a teenager, young adult. Now I'm older. I'm still a young adult. I'm 28 right now. I turned 28 back on June 19th. But nonetheless, you know, I just don't have as much time to be recording videos, editing, and uploading. And plus, I'd rather put my time into editing more original content rather than just editing video game footage, which is a lot of footage being recorded that I gotta edit and put together. I mean, it's easier to edit because you don't really have to add any effects or edit anything like that, like I've been doing with my two other channels, Sly Fry Productions and Broadsword Media. But nonetheless, you know, it is a lot of footage you have to edit. I mean, editing video game footage, recording video game footage, easy. Just gotta have the equipment for it. Gotta actually put the time into it. You gotta put some money into it. Put your time into actually making the videos. But editing them is very time consuming for me, because I have other things going on in my life, like my job, my fiance, and spending time with my friends. So, some may not know this, but as you can see, I'm aiming up, straight up while crouching. That's not normally possible to do. You can't do it with the up button. If you press up, you stand up. In order to do that, you press L and R at the same time. Angle up, angle down at the same time. That's how you aim up without having to press up. That's the only way to aim up like kneeling. Yeah, that was kind of cheap. Like, really? How was I supposed to avoid that? This is where Yeah, I usually never get hurt this much by this boss. He's a really easy boss. Kind of staying in the spot. Nice your ammo and shit. Go. Anyways, yeah, when I was trying to do my live streaming or test, it just wouldn't work for some reason. Like, YouTube was saying that it couldn't detect my live streaming program and what I was doing, but I have a program that's designed for it, and YouTube somehow couldn't detect it, which was really confusing to me and disappointing. Like I said, I would like to do live streaming so that I can keep, uploading videos and posting them online, maybe, make a little extra on the side by doing so. On top of how much I make from my job already. But, the idea of, making money playing video games, yeah, it seems like kind of a cheap, easy route, but it'd just be awesome. I enjoy playing. It's very much fun to play. But the thing about live streaming is, I forgot to mention, I got the Super Missile, which is another very powerful weapon, hence being called Super Missile. I can only open that kind of door with the Super Missile. As you can see, sometimes it makes enemies fall down from the ceiling. And this, I'll just let you see, it actually requires a Super Missile. I already knew that. I would normally just, shoot it with the Super Missile without having to bomb it to reveal that. You don't have to actually shoot at it first. Now, the annoyance about the Super Missile, as well as the later up weapon that I'll get later in the game, what's annoying is the Super Missile, when you're trying to get ammunition from those little pipe things with the enemies popping out, the Super Missile does not appear as often as the other weapons. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, you'll get missiles and energy a lot, but the Super Missile just does not want to come. See, there it is. All I need is a Super Missile, and it won't come. Alright. There we go, there's a Super Missile. Sweet. And the reason why I want to do live streaming is that a lot of people who do live streaming are pretty popular on YouTube, and they make a good living doing it. I don't plan on making it just leaving my job and just doing live streaming. I actually want to do both. But because I make pretty good money at my job actually, but it would be nice to make some money on the side, just live streaming. And not only that, my main reason why I want to do live streaming is because it wouldn't be as time consuming as recording the entire video, editing, and then exporting, uploading, all that stuff. It would not be as time consuming at all. So shooting that is considered dangerous because of him, but with a missile, you'll be fine. Just want to shoot down. Alright. So do you want to see what kills these things? Charge beam? No. Missile? No, not at all. That's why I was telling you I didn't have the equipment to kill it. Super missile. Alright. Let's go in here. And this is an energy recharger. Energy recharge complete. Not like I really need it there, I only was missing 10. I'm trying to do a good run and jump. I'll do that now. Damn it. Oh, good. I already got 2 missiles. And some missiles. Okay. kill you have to, if you want to kill those, you gotta use swords. It's not necessary to kill them, you can just avoid them pretty easily. Jump up here. Oh, that's right. You can't possibly jump high enough unless you have. Oh, you can do that though. I did a jump off the wall. Come on. Time it right. Jump off the wall. I don't remember if this is bomb or. Okay, that's bomb. That's beam. Okay. Although any block that you can kill with your beam, go with anything else. So normally I would wait until getting the high jump boots to go up here. That's the easy way to jump up. You just jump straight up with the high jump boots. But yeah, if you can jump, you can bounce off the wall to gain some extra height, though. I could have sworn there was like, yeah. So I got the Spazer, by the way, which is much more powerful than the standard beam. Kill these? I believe not. Anyways. Kill this guy. He's... Now I'm in Meridian. Very briefly, but yes, I'm in Meridian. And back to Brinstar. Now these... Yeah, those require sequences. Won't go that way yet, though. I'm going to go down to Norfair. Norfair. Yeah, this area can be a little annoying sometimes. When I was brand new to playing this game, I had times where I was kind of lost here. But then, I started to figure it out. All right, let's run. I'm fast enough for that, but not fast enough for that. Not quite. I could have sworn there was a... Oh, here it is. Right. Okay. But like I said, the primary reason why I want to do live streaming is because it's less time consuming. Instead of having to record a video, edit a video, export it, then upload it, making sure the video is not too large to be uploaded. Although that's easier for me to do now with Premiere Pro CS6, but because there's better exporting options. So I got another extra 100 health, 100 energy. All right, let's go. Drop the bombs, okay, and have to even run into the guys, so that's cool. No problemo. Now you gotta jump up there. These are the high jump boots. Demonstrate their high jumping prowess. They give me this obstacle to jump right over. Boom. Jump way higher. Went to the top of the screen. Alright. And I've increased my missile capacity. My total is at 25. My capacity, I think, is now at 30. Oh, right. I'm required to kill this stupid guy. There we go. Now I can go through. Yeah, so if anybody has any suggestions of what kind of program I should get for live streaming, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to do that. I want to live stream all my completed levels from Super Mario Maker. I'm not going to go that way because I really don't care. I'll come from that way later. I don't need to go that way. But I guess I'll go down here even though I don't need to. Here's the thing. You go through here, you're going to take damage. My suit is incapable of taking the extreme heat that is the majority of warfare. Now you may think that the Spazer goes through walls and stuff. It only goes through like small parts of walls. It doesn't go through like flat out other things. Like it got stopped at that platform. You'll see later on that there is an even better beam that actually does go through literally every wall, and it does come in handy in some situations. That ability to shoot through walls does come in handy in some situations. Alright, so I gotta use my super missile to get through here. Now, this would be impossible without the high jump boost. Letting you guys know, as a kid, this thing freaked me out. For some reason, my mind played tricks on me, and I thought I actually saw it move. But it doesn't move, it's just a statue or something. A frozen alien. A long time ago. That you don't ever see again throughout the rest of the game. Yeah, obviously you can see we're back in Brinstar. This is a more mechanical part of it, so there's definitely some space pirates involved here. I always felt more comfortable using an actual Super Nintendo controller than actually using the Wii Classic controller. But yeah, my plans with live streaming, I want to live stream my completed levels of Super Mario Maker, because I send the codes for my Super Mario Maker levels to live streamers like Tormented Gamer, Kane Gaming, and Jacob. Jacob's not as well known. I think if we chose the name, it's probably like 50 subscribers. It's just Jacob. There's nothing to distinguish him besides his name is Jacob. But anyways, he's my favorite because he's actually better at the game than either Tormented Gamer or Kane Gaming. As you can see, my Spazer can actually kill these guys, while the regular beam cannot. Not to waste missiles. Gotta kind of have to run through this and then shoot the bastard. There we go. Oh, bunch of super missiles, yay! And some energy. But yeah, and there's plenty of other people who live stream Super Mario Maker, and they'll actually live stream levels that you send to them. So I send my levels to people, but most people really don't know how to beat any of my levels. Some of them do. Jacob's the only one that's beaten a good chunk of the levels I've actually sent to him. Tormented Gamer's only beaten a few of them. Kane Gaming has literally never beaten any of them. Even though, I mean, the levels I make on Super Mario Maker, if you actually have seen my older footage, are really hard levels. They are really difficult. That's what I strive for, because I've played a lot of Mario growing up, and I find the games just way too freaking easy, so I kind of feel the need to make really difficult levels. Gotta use missiles to shoot this thing. And there you go. That eyeball covering the door literally only appears just before you face one of those big major bosses that's in that golden statue. You won't see that eyeball any other way. Just the ones that come right before the big major boss. As you can see, somebody who tried to get to Kraid got killed. I mean, I always thought it looked like a knight or something, but I think it's somebody in a power suit similar to Samus. It's like silver. And for all I know, it could be a Chozo, but I don't think it is. I think it's probably just some guy who got a last pick. Well, it could be a Chozo, just torn to pieces. There we go. Now, first time playing this boss, he was pretty hard. He takes a lot of hits. He's really strong. You gotta make sure. What you gotta do is you have to shoot him in the face, and then his eye will blink, and then he'll open his mouth. The pain forces him to open his mouth. And then you gotta shoot in the mouth with the missile. Or super missile, whatever you feel like using. Super missiles actually do really come in handy. The super missiles really do come in handy. And on occasion, he will open his mouth on his... Oh! Ah! That fucking hand. There. Super missiles do so much more damage than regular missiles. So, you know, you gotta use the super missiles. Oh, shit. Now, this may have looked really easy, but I'm just letting you know, the very first time I played him, this boss was actually pretty challenging. Like I said, it takes a lot of hits to die. You gotta make sure to get him to open his mouth and then shoot him in the mouth. And, that in itself can be kind of hard to do. When I first played him, I actually died against him a few times, so I figured out what the heck I was even doing. Now here comes the Varia suit, the iconic suit that Samus seems to almost always wear, and it seems to be her. It's her. What is it? Orange is her normal color. In Super Smash Bros., it's the main color. If you don't change your color, you'll be orange. So that's definitely her most well-known iconic color is orange. Even though you start out with a yellow suit, orange is like just the main thing. Douchebag. So yeah, there's an X there marking that I defeated Kraid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think his name is Kraid. But anyways, now we're reaching the end. We are reaching the end of the video. I beat the first major boss, and that's important. So I'm going to end the video soon. Those of you watching, please let me know if you would, since you're watching this in the first place. I would very much appreciate help with figuring out how to do live streaming, because I tried to connect it and set it up, but it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't. I don't know why. It just didn't work. I want to do live streaming to, be able to keep making videos and keep on making videos without having to worry about editing them and uploading them later. It won't take up much of my time. I'll just have to play the video game, record it live, and there you go. The video's already on the web. I don't have to go through the extra work of editing it to make it small enough size to go online, and then upload it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I beat the first major boss, Kraid. I'll be heading to Norfair, and because I got the Various suit, which gives me slightly higher defense because it's stronger armor. The defense is slightly higher. I take I have noticed it before. And let's see. But most importantly, the Various suit allows you to travel into extreme heat. As you saw earlier, my regular yellow power suit was damaging me. It was damaging me just to be in the heat. So this orange Various suit will allow me to travel through that safely. That's why you got to kill Kraid first before you really make much progress at all in Norfair. Norfair was just to get the high jump boots.